the more you stay in ASEAN, the more you interact with people in ASEAN, the more you connect yourself to connections that are beyond your thoughts. What do I mean by connections that are beyond your thoughts? Through ASEAN, through these little interactions that you have with people of different countries, you can never know what that small interaction will bring for you in the future. Because most of you must be saying, live in the present, forget about the future, don't stress yourself. What? Little did you know to say, the same living in the present that you are having is actually a preparation for your future.
T5 Records. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to T5 Records.
Hello viewers, what's up? Hope you're doing pretty much good and taking good care of yourself. I really had to do this video for those of you that are actually having doubts and too many questions to ask and actually don't know who you should ask or who you can refer the questions to. So I just thought of doing this short video so that maybe it could help clear your doubts. So you must be wondering, who's this guy that is talking to us right now? So let me give you a quick and brief introduction of myself. I'm Hagre Charles Kambinga, commonly known as T5, from Zambia. So for those of you who must be wondering where Zambia is in the southern part of Africa. So most of you must be wondering, why is T5 sharing a video with us? Why T5 of all people and not any other person? So the reason I'm sharing this video with you is because I have lived in Pune for quite a long time. Like I've been in Pune for like 5 years now. So I have lived in India, in Pune specifically, for quite a long time, and I have seen people come here as nothing and go back as something, and I have seen some people come here as something and go back as nothing, and those who come here as nothing and still go back home as nothing. So you must be wondering, how does that happen? It's the reason as into why some of those people have been able to go back home as something even when they came here as nothing. It's not all because of sitting back home, watching Netflix, going to college, coming back home, going out to malls. That's not it. What you have to understand is that apart from your academic life, apart from you going to college, apart from you watching Netflix, apart from you sleeping, there is a lot more that you have to discover about yourself. If you think you are going to discover those things, those qualities about yourself through sitting home and sleeping, I'm telling you, honestly speaking, you are lying to yourself and you're just wasting your time. So the only way you can discover some other parts of you that you don't know, some other things that you don't know about yourself, is via interactions, interacting with people. Because the more you meet with people, the more you get to learn things that you didn't know about the world. And how can you do that? You probably know it is hard for you to just stand up and go to the streets and meet people and learn stuff from them. It's quite difficult. And one of the ways that you can easily learn about people from different parts of the world, from different parts of the continent, countries, is via these same organizations that you see. The more you stay in ASEAN, the more you interact with people in ASEAN, the more you connect yourself to connections that are beyond your thoughts. What do I mean by connections that are beyond your thoughts? Through these little interactions that you have with people of different countries, you can never know what that small interaction will bring for you in the future. Because most of you must be saying, live in the present, forget about the future, don't stress yourself. What? Little did you know to say, the same living in the present that you are having is actually a preparation for your future. So The little interactions you have with people today might mean nothing today, but you don't know the package it holds for you for the future. You can never know. You meet somebody today, hey, what's up, bro? You cool? You good? Or what's up, sis? What's up? You good? Tomorrow that sis becomes a minister in her country. Tomorrow that bro becomes a minister in his country. And the fact that you laid a proper foundation when you met here, that person worked with you in ASI and they saw how good you were doing your works, they could easily holler at you, hey bro, we got this contract in our country, hey, we have this in our country, you can come along and do the job. That's how things work. Connections, you get it, right? But if you are somebody who is isolating yourself from people, how then will you be able to get such opportunities? So you have to see beyond your vision. You have to see beyond your present. Don't just think of today. Think of 5-7 years from today. Long-term thoughts and not short-term thoughts. You get it? You don't want to involve yourself in these things all because you have lame reasons. If you don't know nothing about ASI, you don't know what ASI is all about, don't just sit down and assume you don't know. Don't just sit down and leave not knowing. Go ahead, call someone, ask them, what is it all about? Okay, what can I benefit out of it? Or what should I do with it? It's not a problem to ask. Yeah, you can call me. Yeah, if you want to call me, yeah, my number is there. You can actually call me. I can explain to you. Friends, there is a lot more in this ASI, and there is a lot more about yourselves that you have to discover via these same platforms, through the same ASI, through these same groups that you're seeing. So think of involving yourselves in these organizations. If you are somebody who's worked before, you might actually understand what I'm trying to talk about, because even in workplaces you get to find such things. So if you're somebody who's had an experience before of working with people of different morals, you can easily work well in your organizations as you go on in the future. So train yourself for a better tomorrow. Don't just sit home and restrict yourself. Stop hiding behind your phones. Quite alright, yeah, you might not get along with some people, but probably through doing that you might find people that you might get along with, and at the end of the day it will be fun for you, it will be beneficial for you. So most of you must be discouraged to join these organizations all because you think it's a sheer waste of time or it's political. That's a lie. I'm telling you, it's not a sheer waste of time. If you are somebody who's come here and you just reached Pune under the custody of somebody, and that person told you do not do this, do not do that, do not talk to this one, do not see that one, do not meet that one, this person is like that, that person is like that, so what they told you, keep it aside. Discover things by yourself. Know things by yourself. And the easiest way you could ever learn or get to know things by yourself is simply by experiencing some of these things. You have to keep in mind to say, apart from the universities that you came here for, there is a lot more about you that you still have to discover. Let me not talk about others. Let me focus on myself, because it's actually a good thing to talk about yourself and not talk about others. So like talking about myself as T5, as Hagar. So when I first came, I was just like you, some guy that just loved being at home, watching movies, going to college, coming back at home. That was like my usual routine. But little did I know that there was a lot more in me that I never knew how I could actually exploit, or maybe how I could actually build it. Yeah, it was not until I gained the interest of involving myself in these same organizations. Yeah, I never loved involving myself in anything, never wanted to post anything in the group or comment anything. The only thing I could do is mute the group and never wanted to check anything. But the more I was doing that, the more I was being left out in what was happening in the society, because you have to know to say, the more you keep up with information, the more you keep up with what is happening in the society, the more you start growing. The worst thing in this world, something that is more worse than evil itself, it's ignorance, lack of information, lack of knowledge. So you have to like interact, you have to like involve yourself in these organizations. It's not that it's gonna take much of your time, no, it's gonna disturb your studies, it's gonna what? No, it's all about management. Have time for books. When it comes to time for organizations, have time for organizations. If it's time to do ASI work, do ASI work. If it's time for books, time for books. Just like the way you manage your life. Time for Netflix, time for studies. It can be as well as time for ASI and time for your studies. But I'm not actually trying to brag or anything like that. I'm just trying to share this message with you who don't want to involve yourselves in anything to do with ASI. This life doesn't just have you with your degree. No. It has you, your degree, and you discovering your other qualities in you. You have been given a lot of talents, but it takes you discovering them and putting them to work. The more you continue keeping yourselves home and isolating yourself, distancing yourself from everybody, the more you don't learn anything. So, friends out there, wherever you are, whichever part of Pune where you are, join ASI. Involve yourself in ASI programs. And ASI is like a family. Feel free to share your opinions. Feel free to ask questions if you have to ask questions. Call the president. Yo, president, what is this? What is that? Oh, call who? Talk to them. Those people are open. Their lines are open. Share with them whatever you have to share. Feel free. This is your world. You're living. Feel living. Yeah, my quite already might be saying people might hate you. What? People who hate you will be there. They'll always be there. But don't focus on their hate. Their hate doesn't affect you. Do your thing. At the end of the day, it's you and your life, and not you with their hate. The more you focus on people's hate, you go nowhere. So, friends out there, family, brothers, sisters, or whoever that you may be, yeah, think of it. Think of it. And yeah, I just remembered I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, subscribe to it. If you need a lot more of some talks or some dance videos or anything entertainment, I can say, don't forget to subscribe to that channel and check out a lot more. So, it's your boy T5. What more can I say? Peace out. Shout out to everybody. I wish you the best.